Hey, what's up? It's Comic 95, the Savior. So, yeah, as this title said, this is going to be a long, good, deep conversation. I got myself my little green smoothie right here, my Kagome. I'm going to go ahead and drink some, and we're just going to talk. So, this video is mostly going to stay on topic for me and my own life, but of course, this is something that I think most girls can relate to. Especially if you happen to be attractive and or educated like myself. So, I'm sorry. If you ever like drink something, you get that like sting in like your cheeks or whatever. I love these little smoothie things. But yeah. And just as the subject of the video says, I got a message, and I'm pretty sure it's probably from another F boy. Oh wow, this guy's actually trying to plan a date. So yeah, in case you're like new to my channel, these are journal videos, and the way that these journals work, I talk about things that are going on in my life. Typically, it mostly pertains to what's going on in Japan, because that's where I live. I'm a Black American woman. Sometimes my topics do have more stuff to do with the US, sometimes completely random, but I haven't done a video that's completely off subject of Japan and myself in a long time. This video won't be one of them. It'll once again be about me. But what's changed is from my channel more recently, I am single, and I have not gone into extreme detail about what happened, but I have given some information on Patreon, so if you want to know, it's there. However, we're going to keep it on topic. So yeah, if you want to know what's been going on with me in my date life, etc., subscribe to Patreon, don't ask. You're going to get some information here though. So, as I said inside my title, something that really like irritates me with men in general is that men can't like all this new Kevin Samuel stuff that people are like catching on to, whatever. Don't get me wrong. I would honestly say a lot of the stuff that he has to say. But the problem with what he has to say is that I feel like so many men who do not meet any of the categories that he's talking about. You're not high value men. You're not a Henry. Or even if that is the case, it still ultimately all falls back where I'll admit it is not fair at all. It ain't fair at all. Girls have the advantage in every realm. And even as a high value man, one moment. Okay, I'm sorry. I had some fried chicken earlier. There was like some food in my tongue and it was like bothering me, my OCD. But anyway, yeah, even if you're a high value man, at the end of the day, while yes, men, you know, as Kevin Samuel says, they control marriage and relationships, which is so true. And that's what this video is going to be about because I'm a victim of having to deal with that. But at the same time, you can't have it if the woman doesn't say yes. So it doesn't matter what you have the last, you know, you're the one that can bring up the idea. You're the one that can be on board with it. But if she refuses it, your money don't mean anything. And that's the problem with men like that. So I'm going to speak on my own self. What I find very interesting now that I've become single again, as you know, my channel is about giving dating advice, which honestly I feel like now it's hurt me because I'm too smart to be dating. Like guys try to play me and they don't know like my whole side business is teaching girls how to avoid F-boys like you. And on top of that, I have my own stuff. So this is the part that gets people upset. I know like his catchphrase line, I'm a PhD, which I'm not gonna lie, that is funny. And I also want to remind you for the men that want to comment and say that, I'm not a feminist at all. I don't agree with a lot of stuff that feminism is for nowadays, this new hardcore, whatever, liberal type stuff. I'm not a conservative nor a liberal. I've said this a million times on my channel, but I know new people are going to watch it and people don't like to listen. So I'm saying it again here now. This is not a political video. Leave all that Trump, Biden, Obama, whatever type stuff to yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with this topic. We are strictly talking about dating, race, religion, politics aside, but we might start talking about race a little bit later on because that does have something to do with it, but not right now. So, where was I? Sorry. I hate that guys get upset at the idea of hypergamy. Guys get upset at the idea or thought of being used for money, even if they don't have money to be used for. Men making under $100,000 a year, or specifically making less than $80,000 a year, super concerned about the idea of a woman being a so-called gold digger or using them for money. Don't get me wrong, gold diggers do exist. There are bad women out there, there are players, all of that stuff. Totally agree, there is something to be worried and concerned about. But the reality is, the average woman that's talking to you really wants a real relationship, really wants to get married, wants to have kids with you, and is not trying to use you for that. Unlike men, who they normally are when they're trying to so-called date you. It's literally just for the fun of it. They want to have sex. They want to pass time. They want to have a cute girl to look at, to go to Thanksgiving dinner with, to do whatever type of, event is going on in town, and then, kick you to the side after they're done playing around with you. Or if they're going to keep you around, they're going to be messing with other girls. So we are not the same when it comes to that. At least when women are looking for a man, they're legitimate with it. I know guys are going to try to come in with all those statistics. Oh, girls going on dates for food, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, somebody using you for a little cheap $10, $15, 2 for $20 meal is so bad in comparison to playing somebody for years and putting them at risk of getting an STD, or even worse, having, a STD and giving her STD and having a baby on her. That's something in a real long-term committed relationship. Or wasting 5, 10, 3 years of a girl's life knowing that you don't plan to marry her. Don't compare the two. So, whatever. Not to mention, also keep it real. You can generally tell when a girl is just trying to use you for a free meal. It's pretty obvious. But that's another story. I just get so upset because it's normally broke men that are so concerned about being used for money. But then at the same time, these same men, when you as a girl have money to bring to the table, then these men don't know what to do with you though. I'm not a rich girl. In Japan, it feels like it. But I'm not a rich girl. However, I make a lot more money than the average person here, within my age group especially. And I make more money than most foreigners here by far. Just teaching alone, I make quite a lot. And if I combine teaching with my blog and my YouTube channel, you're not going to compare to me unless you're doing some, whatever type business work yourself as a man, which is fine. However, I think there's a few things that people get wrong. Women asking for a so-called man that, can provide doesn't mean that they want a man that is rich. Generally speaking, women want a man that makes enough to take care of themselves and a family. We're not asking for no millionaire guy, not even necessarily a guy that's making hundreds of thousands of dollars, 200,000, 300,000, whatever. Not even that. If you make enough money where we can live comfortably, you can pay bills, you can pay mortgage, you can take care of the kids, us, etc. That's all a woman wants. Most girls are not saying, I want a millionaire man. And of course, we're not going to lie to ourselves. Yeah, we would. Just like how you don't want an ugly girl. You would rather have a beautiful girl than an average looking chick. Okay, well, it's the same way with us. Men are attracted to beauty. Women are attracted to stability. We're attracted to protection. And I completely agree with Kevin Samuels on this. It's the reverse for us. For women, financial stability comes first. We want protection and stability first. And looks and attractiveness comes second. For men, your beauty comes first. And honestly, I would say beauty comes first. I don't even agree with him on the second part being your career, job, whatever. And I say this as a woman that is a college graduate, has a bachelor's degree, is working herself. And with that said, I can honestly say that even before I graduated, even before I was even in college, guys don't care. You can have no job as a girl. It means nothing to a man. I wouldn't even say it's considered. It's not. If you're attractive and you look good, they don't care about that. Whereas for women, even if you do have money, they do care about your looks, but it can be ignored. Men legitimately just do not care about the money that you're bringing in at all, unless he also has no money. But if he is even an average man that has enough money to take care of himself, a wife, and one kid, making $50,000, $60,000 a year, he ain't gonna care. Shoot, even men that make less than that, they don't care. So with that said, men try to shame and make women feel like they're masculine for having an education, for having a salary, or a good one at that, But then at the same time, you bash women who don't have these things and say, well, you shouldn't expect a man to have X, Y, and Z when you don't have anything to bring to the table but pussy. But here goes the reality. When a woman has more to bring to the table than that, you shy away from it though. You don't want her anymore because you can't match her. Now she has her own. Now she's a pretty face and she's educated and has a good salary. Now what? Men constantly say women bring nothing to the table but pussy. But okay. When she got her own wallet and she can get any type of dick she wants, now what are you going to bring? I got your wallet and I got your dick. I don't care. Now what are you going to do? Exactly. Like, it's the same situation for you. You have nothing to bring to the table but money, if you even have money. A lot of y'all don't even have that. Y'all busy trying to be rappers, do everything else. Everybody want to have their little Twitch channel, whatever, which is great for some people. It truly does work out. But the reality is, okay, do you see the problem here? It don't work for everybody like that. And you literally do the same thing. These same men that complain and crap on that, do you see them chasing up the ugly girls trying to tell you looks shouldn't matter, that's shallow, that's whatever? No. In fact, not only that, when these same men who say that get rich, get money, what do they do with their money? They use it to get bitches. They use it to get hoes. They don't go after average looking girls. They don't go after the ugly old ladies. They go after the young 20-something girls my age when they're 40, 50, 30, whatever plus years old. That's who they chase after. They'll have you lie and think, don't be shallow. Looks shouldn't matter. Yeah, looks shouldn't matter because you're ugly. Get mad at your mama and daddy for creating you. Don't get mad at me because you can't play the game because you don't qualify based off of your looks or based off of your wallet. You claim that women can't bring anything to the table but sex, basically. But then when a woman has more than sex to bring to the table, she has her education, she has her salary, then all of a sudden, you have nothing to say to it. It's, that's masculine, that's whatever. Okay. But then you speak out of both sides. These same men don't want to be a provider, though. They don't like the idea of paying for everything. They feel like you owe them because they're paying for everything. So it's like, make up your mind. You claim you want a woman to go half on things with you, but you can't do half because you don't make what she makes. You're not as educated as she is. You don't look as good as she does. And she has better options than you, frankly. And sorry, let's just keep it real. Kevin Samuels got y'all heads fucked up. For a lot of us, we would rather be single than date somebody broke like you and end up regretting it later, getting sued for alimony, etc., and have kids for the loser. And then that doesn't make any sense either. So at the same time, you're bashed for having children young with a guy that doesn't work out with, whether you got married and divorced, or if you just, had a one-night stand or was dating somebody and let him, get you pregnant. But at the same time, if you don't have kids and you make it to an older age, then you're being bashed and shamed for not having kids while you were younger, not getting married while you were younger. Make up your mind. Same thing goes education-wise, something used against women. Oh, well, you were born in a pretty privilege. You're lucky that you look good, whatever. You don't have to worry about that. But yeah, God wouldn't want you because we take away the pretty. You don't even have a good job. Okay, but then a pretty girl that has a job, we don't care about your job. We don't care about your education. So y'all don't know what you want. Y'all talk about girls and know what they want. We know what we want. Y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all want a girl that's educated, but then you tell her that her education is useless because you want to be the provider. But then, if she makes enough money, has enough education to be a provider herself, and she wants somebody to match her by basically outdoing her, making more than her, thus keeping that masculine, feminine balance, then you don't know what to do anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? That just really aggravates me so much. And then that brings to a whole other thing I want to talk about later on. It's a little bit off subject, but I just have to think about that mentally. So this is coming from a girl who, I'm not in the danger zone yet, but I'm on my way there. I'll be there in 2 years, 25. These guys don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. They want you to be feminine. They want you to be whatever. But then one side of their mouth says they want you to be broke and stupid. The other side shames you for being broke and stupid. You want to use the fact that, well, do you have education? Do you have money? To shame a woman into accepting your broke ass. But then when she does have money and education, then it's nobody cares about your education. Nobody cares about your money. So what are we supposed to do then? Please explain. See, women are straightforward. We tell you exactly what we want. We want to be taken care of. You got money? Okay, it's clear. There's no games being played. What you guys, there is. You want a girl to be stupid and under your submission so that this way she's reliant on you like in the good old days, where if you were to get a divorce, she's left with nothing. She doesn't have money to maintain and keep the same lifestyle. She can't afford to raise the kids on her own. Now she needs to work several part-time jobs to get by. My phone was blowing up, but boys messaging me. You like that. You want that. So make up your mind. Do you want a dumb bitch or do you want an educated one? And it seems like most of you guys want a dumb one because it doesn't make any sense. If you know in your heart and in your mind you are not going to do anything with your life but sit around and let a man take care of you, what sense does it make to go to college at this point? I'm going to college so I can teach my kids at home? If you spend all of that money, get yourself in debt, get scholarships, whatever, work your butt off while you were in elementary and high school, you would be a fool to not want to have a career as a woman. Hello. So I hate that men always try to make you come down to their level. They don't like women that are doing well on their own. They don't like that. In fact, the only men that like that are men that plan to use and manipulate you because they want to be a Mr. Mom, basically. Those are the only guys that are cool with that. Because even then, they're not okay with that. They find things to complain about. Y'all say that about us, but like I said, you will literally do the exact same thing, and men can't stand it. I literally find myself going through that right now, and that's what this video is about. I find it now when I'm dating guys because I'm making more money than I ever have in my entire life. I'm not even 30 years old yet, and I'm not even rich or nothing. Japan, to give you guys an idea, if you're new watching my channel, Japan's salaries are like half of what they are in the US. So the salary that I'm getting is literally the starting salary of a normal teacher where I'm from in Chicago. But in Japan, that is a really high salary, especially for a woman. Most of the guys that I even talk to that are even older than I am aren't making that much money, even with a college degree. Again, I'm not even including YouTube, just my regular, normal yen salary that I take home every month. Now it's like, oh, you intimidate me. I can't impress you anymore because you can buy yourself designer bags. You can get yourself designer shoes. You can take yourself out to eat at a nice restaurant. When you take money away from these men, just like your pussy, they ain't got shit to do for you. They're nothing more than community dick, and some of them don't even have good dick game to begin with. I'm speaking to some of y'all today. So it's like, people don't understand that. Men don't see that double standard. Women get clowned for having kids outside of wedlock, clowned for having them early and getting a divorce. But then they also get clowned for trying to take care of their business in their 20s, waiting until they're in their 30s. Don't get me wrong. I won't lie. If you do plan to have children, it's unfair, but it's the way life is. You do kind of need to start to work on that early. Because for most people, once you turn 30, for some strange reason, even before 35, most people between the ages of 30, 35, in my opinion, like before they get into the high risk pregnancy, which is 35 and up, they already start having problems and they need IVF, etc. I've seen it happen. So I do agree that if you do really want that in your heart, you need to start thinking about it now. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm running out of time. I totally understand. But at the same time, it's like, as men, you shouldn't be talking on this stuff. Because you bash women no matter what they do. They do it too young, then they're stupid for it. They do it too late, now you don't want them because, her eggs are, fried or whatever. Whatever type mess is. You want a girl that comes from nothing and has nothing so that she can see you as this big daddy superhero. But then you also shame her for needing to use you. And basically, you have an unspoken exchange where it's like, because you're stupid and you have nothing, I get to cheat on you and I can do whatever I want to you because I'm paying the bills for our family. You should be. These are our kids. It's manipulation. But now, if a man is with a woman who's making a lot less than he is, or making nothing, now he can control you. But if you make more than him, or you make the same amount as him, He don't like that though, because now that scares him. He can't play those little manipulation games with you. You're as educated as he is. You're as financially stable as he is. And you're probably younger than him too. Now what? You probably look better than him too. Girls can exercise their options a whole lot better than a man ever can dream of. I cannot tell you how many men I've had try to marry me, try to sleep with me. We can get all of that. Sure, men can control marriage, but you gotta find a hoe that's even gonna say yes to you to begin with. I can buy myself a wedding ring. And you can't choose how good the girl that you propose to and says yes actually looks, can you? Nope. Sure, it's ultimately you who decides who you're gonna marry. You're right. But what good does that do when the girls that say yes to you don't look good? Because a girl that looks fine like myself, we ain't finna go for you. Forget you. So I'm literally going through that right now. There was a guy that I was talking to. You guys didn't know about this, but I talked about it on Patreon a lot. I'm not even gonna lie to myself. I dated him for a minute, thought he was serious, and I even slept with him. And you want to know what? The moment I found out this dude was playing around, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap with you all. I literally kept him around because in my mind I was like, oh, maybe I'm just not understanding. He's busy. He has long work schedule, blah blah. And then the moment I put it together, it's like, no. This dude is playing me off the idea he has money. I did authentically like him because at first when I met him, I didn't even know he was rich. I honestly didn't. This guy was a millionaire. Had no idea. He didn't have it. I met him online. Wasn't listed in his dating profile. He didn't brag about it before we met. We literally had just planned a normal date to go to a cafe. And after I was talking to him for a little while inside the car, he dropped the bomb on me. Oh, by the way, I'm a millionaire. Told him about all his business that he does, showed pictures, videos, everything. He proved it. He proved it. He wasn't lying. And with that said, I was honestly impressed. I was surprised. I had no idea. I was shocked. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I've been dating you for a minute. You hardly talk to me. You don't plan dates. And everything that you try to do is ultimately something that's going to lead in you touching my body and or having sex. I'm not stupid. Like I said, I have an entire channel based on this. Was it good? I'm not going to lie to myself. Yes, the sex was good. I'm not going to lie on him. But at the same time, I ain't no dummy. And with that said, you want to continue seeing me? You need to be serious about me. You can't be serious about me? I'm through. We're done. You don't message me back after a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever, and think you could just say, oh, I want to come see you, aka I want to F you. No thanks. I got a whole line of dudes that look better than you, make almost as much money as you do, but they're not millionaires. People that make in the 100,000 range. I can easily get another high value man. Why? Because I'm cute and I'm young. I don't even have to talk about my own money. See, men don't like that. He probably never had a girl reject him in his life. He's not a bad looking guy, but he ain't fine. He's the richest person I've dealt with, but he ain't the richest in the world. And what good does it do if a man has money if it's not being spent on you? And see, a lot of guys play over girls like that. So girls, if you're watching, be careful with that. Don't be fooled by the guy that has the big savings account, whatever. Because I said this on my channel before. I hate to say it sounds racist, but I'm going to keep it real. Asians are good with money. It's a stereotype, but it's true. They are. They stay with their mama and daddy and they save up their money. They live humbly and they retire nice, lavishly. They're able to vacation and pay for young girls like you. And that's exactly what these dudes are doing to you. Don't be fooled by that guy that's putting all his money aside, trying to go half on stuff for you, making you pay for dates, making you, split the hotel bills. No. He ain't serious about you because he wouldn't do that for a girl that he really loves. Don't get played by that. Dudes like that don't know how to act. They're so used to girls dropping their panties and being so quick to do whatever they want to. Yeah, I was stupid. I shouldn't have slept with them. But I'm being honest with you guys about what I did do. However, I knew where to draw the line. I'm not spending a dime. And I'm also not going to see you anymore. The moment that I realize your intentions are not pure, I'm done. I don't care how much money you have. Does it hurt deep down inside? Well, yeah, who doesn't want to be married to a millionaire? But you have to also respect yourself as a person. What good does it do to be married to a millionaire if he's going to have babies on you, give you an STD, embarrass you, and neglect you emotionally? Is it worth it anymore at that point? I don't think so. And see, a lot of guys don't expect you to think that far. They think it's enough to pay your light bill, enough to put both of your children in school. Like it's not their kid too. And then you should be grateful for it. You should be so grateful to suck his dick at night that doesn't matter who he's running off with and doing whatever else with. I'm not playing that game with that man. That man is more than 10 years older than me. He's had plenty of time to get his stuff together. And these same men that run this game now, when they get into their 40s and 50s plus, these are the same dudes that be crying online, oh, I'm lonely, I haven't met anybody, when they have beer bellies, they're balding, they're gray, they're wrinkly. Now they want to settle down after all of their friends and family have children, after they have nieces and nephews, after their friends can no longer hang out because they're going on a family vacation out of the country, out of the state, out of the prefecture. Now they think, everybody around me is getting married. Maybe it's time I do it too. And everyone their age is gone. They don't even want the girls their age that are available. They want a younger girl. They go after girls like me now. And when you're a smart 20-something like myself, oh, it pisses them off. They don't know how to react to it. They want you to get excited because he offered to take you out to that $50 yakiniku restaurant. Yep, been there, done that. Okay, I don't care. They think taking you out for a steak is enough to make you drop your panties. They think that getting you to do it once will make you do it for a lifetime. You could fool me once, but you ain't finna do it twice. The moment you show me your intention, the moment you leave me on red, the moment you ghost me, the moment you show me that you're not serious about me, I'm done. I'm out. And these guys don't know how to deal with that. You could play me once, but you ain't finna do it twice, 3 times, whatever. That's why I said to you all, I don't pay for nothing. Because the same dudes that go around saying, oh, I want to go half and whatever, they'll play you. I'm not doing that. Why am I paying for something that another guy would do completely for free? Y'all talk about being masculine. Y'all want to be men so bad. But then you don't want to do anything that men do. Y'all talk down on feminism. Y'all hate feminists. But then the stuff that you talk about is in agreement and alignment with it. Y'all don't want to see women as equal until it comes to paying for bills, until it comes to paying for that dinner date. Then you want her to be equal to you. Interesting. Make it make sense. And I'm also tired of that stupid shallow thing. Oh, make your own money type thing. Yeah, you make your own money. And then what happens? Men don't know what to do with you anymore. Because they want you to be broken. They want you to be stupid. Not to mention, that's a dumb argument. Because again, when women say they want a financially stable man, they want somebody to take care of them, they're not asking for no millionaire guy. They're asking for a regular man that has his stuff together, that went to university, that has a degree, that can provide and take care of a family. Taking care of a family don't mean you got to be a millionaire. Doesn't mean you need to be rich. $100,000 is not rich. Sorry to break it to you. $150,000 ain't rich. $200,000 is not rich. Sorry, guys. I don't know where you all getting this information from. That's not rich, especially not when you have multiple kids and you're living in a major city like most Americans do. Even most Japanese people do. I'm in Japan. That's not asking for a lot, and that's not making a lot of money. And sorry, the things that women want actually make sense. Most of us aren't asking for a guy that has money so he can have us, looking lavish with Birkin bags and designer clothes, whatever. We want money so we can maintain and take care of you and our children. They are your kids too. And as your wife, you should want to take care of me. However, I am the exception to the rule. Here I am. I fit everything. Everything that you try to complain about. Women do whatever, but they don't bring this. Okay, I have money now. I have education now. I'm young. Now what? Oh, you have nothing to say to it now, right? Now my energy is too masculine for you. Nigga, you too broke for me. Y'all want to be short, broke, ugly, bring nothing to the table, and then blame everything on feminism. But then when you get the reverse of that, when you get a girl that wants to sit at home, do nothing, might not even want to have kids, and want to be taken care of, then you try to make her, you basically try to guilt trip and manipulate her into being okay with being abused by you. She should be okay with being neglected by you, both mentally, physically, sexually, whatever, because she should be grateful that you're paying the light bill. You're putting food in her stomach and maybe even dick at night when you feel like it. That should be enough. If your dick can even reach that far. That's what y'all get from it. Interesting. So it just amazed me so much. Like even now, I find myself, guys always talk about how girls don't know what they want to eat. But even now, you tell a guy what you really want to eat when you have money, that scares them too. Oh, do you go out to eat a lot? I had a nigga ask me, Japanese man, the other day, oh, what do you like to eat? Whatever. Told me yakiniku. Oh, did you go out to eat a lot? Just innocently asked. So I'm thinking, like, I don't know whether it was meant in a, just a casual way, if it was meant in like a fat shame or whatever the freak is supposed to be, and I'm going to assume it was meant to be insulting. I didn't even bother replying back because nothing I had to say was going to be nice. But I'm thinking to myself, like, well, yeah, when you make as much money as I do, you can actually afford to go out to eat. This man was making, I think, $30,000 a year or whatever. He had a very average, below average salary for his age. But that's pretty standard. Most men here are making between about 250,000 to no more than 300,000 yen a month. And they want you to be excited over it. Because, see, as a woman, they didn't expect you to make more than that. Because most women do not. Most women are going to make somewhere between about $1,900 to no more than $3,000 themselves. So if a man makes more than that, he knows he can manipulate you. He knows that girls my age, especially, want to get married. I do want to get married, but I'm also not stupid. I know where to draw the line. I'm not going to be that dumb. Mistakes happen. People get divorced. No relationship is going to be perfect. But y'all be trying to set girls up. And then, like I said, the same people that do that, they're the first ones to talk down and crap on you. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't, basically. You get married young, have children young, and if anything happens to that relationship, you're screwed. And then you're also even encouraged to keep an abusive, bad partner, just for the sake of looking like a wholesome, put-together family to the world. What? So it's like pick your poison. You want to be taken care of? You want to basically be a sugar baby, arm candy, eye trophy, whatever you want to call it, eye candy, trophy wife type person? Okay. But be prepared for your man to feel like you owe him the world now, because he's going to work like how he would be doing even if you guys got a divorce, and just do it for himself or another person. I literally had a guy leave in my comment section basically justifying Japanese men cheating by saying that, because he works these long hours and she's not doing anything basically, so he has the right to. Please stop with that BS. First of all, most men do not work those ridiculous long hours. Y'all been seeing those little stupid documentaries. That's not how work in Japan goes. Secondly, the guys that do work those hours, they're not forced to work them. They choose to do it to look good to their boss. It's a cultural thing. You're not required to do it. It's the equivalent of asking somebody, how are you? You do not have to say that after saying hello to somebody, and it wouldn't be considered as rude. In Japan, you do not have to stay at your work until midnight to make everybody happy, to be a good employee. But it looks better if you do so. It can be seen as not being good for the company or not being a team player, but not waiting until all of your colleagues have left or even staying after them. You should never leave before. It's a cultural difference. And only guys that have crappy salaries have to stay late, might I add, because normal men that have good paying jobs, they do not stay late at work after 8 p.m. That's the latest they will stay at work. And if they do stay after 8, it will be like a 1 or 2 day thing, maybe for a week for a special project, but that's it. Not a normal thing. But I can tell you guys don't live here, either aren't men or don't date men, because if you did, and you knew about salaries and you knew about different types of jobs and how they work, you would understand that unless that man, even if he's a doctor, because hospitals actually close here. I'm actually currently dating a doctor right now, might I add. And with that said, that is not how that goes. But let's say that is how it goes. Okay, so having late hours and bringing home a measly, mediocre salary is a good enough reason for me to be okay with being. Look, what do we get out of it at this point? What do girls get out of it then? A man that's going to pay bills and maybe buy you, a Chanel bag. Yes, that's definitely worth, me doing everything for you for the rest of your life, because you're paying for utilities that you were going to use anyway, for children that you wanted anyway. Okay. Yes, because being a stay-at-home wife, mom, whatever, is so easy. Going stir crazy, losing your friends, losing your personal life, taking care of both of your kids. Your body going through the changes that it does and everything else. And then still being expected to be a servant and maid for your husband, from pouring him alcohol to making his lunch and breakfast and dinner and all of your kids' stuff and picking them up from school and taking care of his big baby ass when he gets sick. Yes, being a housewife is so easy. She should be so grateful forever for you. Not to mention, most girls that are housewives, whatever, I don't know where guys get this from. Maybe, in America it might be different. I don't know. But most women that do end up beside that position, they went to college just like you. These aren't dumb broads. These girls are educated too. And most of them had careers before they met you. And if and when you die, or if you get a divorce, they will go back to those careers again too. Most of these girls aren't just airheads. Y'all go after exotic women that are using you for financial gain. And then blame it on all women, specifically black women, like typically are the fall people. You shame women for caring about looks. And not for caring about looks. You shame women for caring about money. But you don't want us to shame you for caring about looks. And then if we do, you're like, oh, well, looks shouldn't matter anyway. Okay, then you shouldn't be talking to me then. What's wrong with Granny that's 20 years, older than me, 5 years younger than you? What's wrong with the little ugly girl down the street? Why you coming for me? Am I the little ugly girl down the street? Maybe I am. Why y'all gotta talk to me then? Oh, that's not what you're doing, is it? You're going after girls that you think look good. You like pretty bitches. You don't want no ugly girl. Okay, you understand it then. We don't want no ugly short man. We don't want no ugly short broke man with no dick game. That's facts. Y'all talk about wanting natural hair. Y'all want natural, whatever. This, that, and the other. Y'all gray and bottom, receding hairline. Boy, don't talk to me about hair. If you short, you broke, you ugly, we'll add an ugly too, because sorry, sweetheart, there are rich men that have a good looking face too. Don't talk to me about weight. Don't talk to me about hair. Get yourself together. I literally, I swear, I wish I didn't like men, but I do. y'all just so crazy. And I swear, it's like, as a woman, there's so much more you have to sacrifice in that sense, and so much more you have to think about, because that is true. Men do control access to marriage and relationships, because ultimately they decide how serious they want to be about you or not. Whereas a woman, there's so little you can do about it. But at the same time, you can't marry a girl that don't want to marry you, and you can't have a relationship with a girl that don't want to be your girlfriend. So at the end of the day, it still kind of falls back in our court. But you're right, you do have the power to date a girl that does want you for several years without ever putting a ring on it. You can play a dumb girl and get her to sleep with you for years and years and years without no commitment. But you can't do that with everybody. You're only going to get so far. Girls can play this game so much better, which is the reason why girls typically are the ones to have kids. Girls are the ones who typically have a much higher, body count than men do, because we can get what we want much easier. But with that said, please stop at that little stupid, story, whatever. Oh, I'm going to bring tables pussy. All you bring to the table is money, which is even easier, because unlike pussy that requires you to actually be attractive for people to want, anybody can make money. You can be ugly and busted and make money as a girl. Now what you going to bring to the table? Again, community dick. I can get community dick too. Okay. I don't need to get it from you. Now what you have to offer? Nothing. Men have nothing to offer for you but money. So don't try to come at women and say, oh, you all can offer. It's a pretty face. Beauty gonna fade. Blah, blah, blah. At least I still have my money. You can still look good even well into your however old you are. And sorry, I don't know where Kevin Samuels got this crap from too, but I'm going to say this as well. Let's just keep it real. Men do not care about your age. They care about how you look. If you look good for your age don't matter. Simple as that. Not all men want kids. And to be honest, the notion of having kids for a lot of men really doesn't come to them until later on in life. And if they have their own kids, they really normally don't care for starting over, making a second family with you as his new wife. There's so much shame and bashing on women for having previous marriages, etc. But we care about that too. We don't want to be playing, stepmom to your other kids. We don't want to have to deal with your baby mama drama either. So it goes both ways. So I'm not trying to make this whole video about Kevin Samuels, but it really just made me kind of think about my own little dating life circumstances, whatever. It's so many men that'll be well into their 30s, 40s, divorced, and want to talk to people like me. And they're not even sure about what they want. You don't make money. You don't have a good job. You didn't go to college. You're short. You probably got a small dick. You have children already. You have a divorce on your hands. And you don't know if you can give me marriage or kids. You can't even afford to take care of them. Why would I talk to you? What's in it for me? Y'all keep trying to downplay the idea of women are born into pretty privilege, whatever, women don't have to do anything, blah, blah, blah. It's not fair. It takes a whole lot more to maintain looking pretty, than making money, especially nowadays. You can just sit in front of a camera like me and make money. So There's so much more to go into. I could say so much more. But all I'm trying to say in a nutshell is, men, you all said we're crazy, but you all don't know what you want. You tell a guy what you want to eat when you actually have money and have taste, and then it becomes, oh, well, I know you like that, but guys will never say it because they have too much pride. It'll come down to, it's too expensive. Let's do something cheap for a first date. How about, coffee? How about whatever? I didn't even say you got to pay for it. Tell a guy you'll pay for yourself. I did that too. And it offended the guy. So let's get this right. You ask me what I want to eat. I tell you what I want. And then you tell me what you want to eat. Nobody asked you what you wanted. You asked me the question. You asked me on a date. You wanted me to lie to you and say I wanted something cheap so you would feel good about it and feel like you could afford it, is what you really meant to say. But now that I asked something that you can afford but just don't want to have to pay for it because it's outside of your budget, now I'm bashed for being that kind of girl. As I had a guy even say to me, oh, well, I see that, you're looking for a different kind of guy than I am, blah, blah, blah. Because I asked for yakiniku. There are barbecue places here that serve yakiniku for $15, $30, expired food. I didn't even say which place I wanted to go to. If you know you broke, don't ask girls what they want to eat then. These same dudes turn around and go, bitches don't know what they want to eat. They always say, I don't know, you choose. Because we're trying to save your little broke ass feelings. This is why I don't waste my time. You date a younger guy, date a guy that makes less money than you, you might as well just date another girl because you're going to feel like it. It's simple as that. Do I date men that make less than me? Yep, all the time. Have I dated younger men? Unfortunately, I have a couple of times, I think so. But not by much because I'm not old myself. But I've definitely dated a guy that was a year younger than me before. And I've talked to guys that were a couple of years younger than me. It's never worth it. It never goes anywhere. And you spend the whole time with them fascinated by the fact that you're making more money and basically trying to have you, be their sugar mama. I ain't stupid. So, like I said, I'm done. This video can go on forever. All I'm saying in a nutshell is guys don't know what they want. They don't know. They want you to be broke and stupid, and then they want you to be broke, stupid, and beautiful, and then they feel resentful towards the fact that they have a girl that looks good but brings nothing to the table besides pussy. But then when they have a girl that looks good, has money, has an education, then they get upset because they feel like she's too masculine because they can't out-provide her. Maybe they still make more money than her, but not significantly more. Now they can't play their same game. They can't get away with complaining about how they're the ones paying the bills and how they're stressed out. They need to go, sleep with another girl and have somebody else suck their dick and ride them for the night. That doesn't fly anymore. They don't like that. Girls are straightforward. We want to get married. We want to have babies. We want to be taken care of. You do that for us, we will love you to death. We will take care of you. We'll clean for you. We'll cook for you. We will make sure that our kids, your kids, are taken care of. That's not enough, though. Y'all will get all of that from a good girl, a pretty girl, and still need to cheat on her, still need to lie to her, still talk down on her and make her feel stupid for being with your stupid dumb ass. What do you want? So go ahead and get mad at me in the comments. I want to hear what you dudes have to say about that. Please make it make sense. Because all the little games I try to play don't apply to every girl. Every girl is not some obese, ugly, whatever type thing. We're not all stupid and uneducated. We're not all broke. And sorry, the idea that a girl wanting a man to take care of them is equivalent to we want a man that is rich. That is not what every girl has on their mind. It's not on my mind. I will prefer a man that is rich. No girl's going to lie and say that they wouldn't prefer it. But when we say, sorry, my phone's gone off. But when we say we prefer it, it is not what we are looking for. For example, no man is going to say that they don't want a girl that is a 10. But when a man is looking for a partner to marry, they are not expecting to find a 10 before they settle down. They want a girl that they find attractive, a girl that they feel good about and with. As long as she's cute, that is enough for that man. Okay, for us, as long as he is financially stable and educated, that is enough for us as a woman. Y'all don't even want to do that. You all are okay with using women for sex and lying to them to get what you want. But then you get mad if a woman wants to use you for money and uses her sexual attractiveness to get taken care of. She's bashed for that. But you can use the fact that you're tall, the fact that you have a good job, and or the fact that you might be attractive yourself, a handsome man, muscular, strong, whatever. cute smile. You can use all of that to your advantage, though. You don't find a problem with that. You can do that to trick girls into thinking that you want a real relationship and to allowing you to knock them up, and you will take no responsibility. Make it make sense. So whatever. That's why I don't mess with you men to begin with. I don't play around with you all. I don't care how cute you are. And as a girl, it's really one of the most empowering things. I've been doing it for the past few months, actually, that I've been dealing with being single. And it's so weird for me because normally the old me would be so clingy and begging for these guys and would respond back so fast. But these men are so used to girls doing it, they don't know how to act with you. Because it's hard. I got a lot of guys that are so handsome and tall and muscular and good job that I have literally just been leaving on red, ignoring them, sending them emojis, whatever. They don't know how to react to it because they know that they look good. They know that they have money. And other girls, the moment they get a message from these guys, because you know he ain't just talking to me, they probably reply back in 2.5 seconds. These men don't know what to do with somebody like me because it's like, how dare you read my message and not reply back? How dare you just send me a sticker? How dare you turn down, the opportunity to have sex with me? The opportunity. They think there's something special. See, when you have your own money, you're not impressed by the little things that men do for you. Okay, sure, you could buy me a bag. So can the other 500 guys. Y'all do something else. I could buy myself a bag. Sure, you have a big dick. Y'all, I can date a black guy. Get it with ease. Date another Japanese guy that's taller than you. Get it with ease. They don't know how to impress you no more. They're shocked. They've never been left on red. Well, I have money. Is she broken? I'm not stupid. You having money is different from you spending that money on me. You spending that money on me as your girlfriend is different from you doing it as your wife. I have goals and plans in the future. I'm not about to sit around wasting it on your dusty ass. So, let's fight and argue in the comments. All I'm saying in this ranty long video is basically, guys know what they want. They bash you for doing exactly what they want you to do, as well as for doing what you wanted to do. So you just can't win. It's a complete waste of time. It'll never go anywhere, never get anywhere. And guys don't see the double standard with that. So let's just keep it real here. I'm not going to be politically correct with you guys. Men and women are different in that sense. We like different things. Men are attracted to beauty. Women are attracted to stability. Let's stop playing games with each other. Let's stop trying to do each other's job. A woman can work if she wants to work. If a woman is doing the same job, she deserves the same pay. I'm totally for those things. I am not one of those hardcore feminist girls that be going around like, oh, well, I can pay half the bills type thing. I pay for that. That's cute for those girls. I don't do that. And that's exactly why I don't. Because you'll do all of that for a guy and he will still play your ass. For me, if I go on a date with you, it's because I actually like you. I don't play dudes like that. If I'm dating you, it's because I like you. If I ever get to playing you, it's because you showed me that you were a player. You waste my time, I'll waste yours right back. So, we done. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Go ahead, argue with me in the comments. Give me your 2 cents. Ladies, gents, what do you have to say about that? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think the solution should be about that? Do you think it's fair? Everything's not going to be fair in life, but I'm just saying, I want y'all to clarify for me. Please make sense for me because I don't understand what's going on. You all are saying that you want a girl that's smart and educated, but then when she gets those things, you talk down on her and tell her she's masculine and that you don't care about her degree, you don't care about her education, because ultimately you just care about looks. But then if she's just trying to live life and ride off of her looks, then you bash her for being a gold digger and being an idiot. And then you use the fact that all she has is looks to offer as an excuse for why you get to cheat on her in return for paying her bills. So all I'm getting from this is basically don't date men as a woman. Okay. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Comic95. You can add me on Snapchat at Comic the Savior and check out my blog at comic95.com. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. And I will talk to you later. Bye.